performance from this team from top to bottom?
Yeah, it's great. No, yeah, I thought we did kind of right out from Jaker through the decor forwards. This is a team with a lot of offense, a lot of skill and speed. So I think it was just on us to recognize that, play the right way, and we saw in the third period there it was nice to have the lead going into that because they were going to be pushing, and we were able to take advantage of their kind of turnovers and whatnot. So big win for us. We're trying to get our road game on the same par as our home games. So it's good to get a good one tonight and build on tomorrow.
One of the things you sort of mentioned there, going into that third period, it's been a while since you guys have consistently gone into third periods with a lead. How different is that for you guys to handle those moments and then to not only rest on your laurels but keep building throughout that, right? Those are two different things.
Exactly. I mean, if we were just to go out there and sit back, they've got enough skill and they can make enough plays where we would have had to take in some water defensively, and they had their chances for sure. I thought Jake again played fantastic, which was huge for us, but ultimately for us to continue, as you said, to push, continue to play our game and stick to what was working for the first two periods was, kudos to our group.
You mentioned him a couple times there, but just the performance from Jake, 41 saves in a shutout effort.
Yeah, he's just been, what can I say? He's been great for us from game one. I think when he re-signed this summer, all of us, myself included, were just so happy and it's just a huge addition, not just on the ice with how well he's playing, but in the room. He's just got such great experience. He's first and foremost a great person, but then he just battles so hard in the net for us and makes those key saves we need that he's underpaid.
You mentioned it earlier, just getting a result on the road, sort of getting back to 500 on the road, especially in a stretch here where you guys for 2 weeks you're basically at home except for this one-off. So how important is just that feeling of this game on the road, knowing that you will then eventually go back out on the road, right?
Yeah, we just got to recognize what we did right tonight, and that was staying on the defensive side, earning our chances and opportunities. We scored a goal, Timo and Nico on the first one off of a forecheck, putting their defense under pressure, which is what we got to do. We've got more than enough speed, and us defense, we tell the forwards every practice, like when you put pressure on the D, they're going to make turnovers, they're going to make mistakes, and that's when we can capitalize. So it was nice too for Gritzy to get on the board like that with two huge ones, and all in all, just to have a clean game.
Thanks, Dillon. I was talking about before the game is, having to change up lines just given the injuries and stuff, and needing a little bit of patience for you guys on your line to sort of develop and find that chemistry. Safe to say, 3 games in, there's something there.
Yeah, definitely a feing games, obviously, with the situation we're in with the injuries, different lineups and playing with different players. But obviously we adjusted good there, and tonight obviously showed for it. We got a few there and had a great team win, and it's nice heading back now to Jersey.
On that first goal, Gritzy goal, were you trying to get that puck to Pally first, and it just sort of ended like that?
Yeah, I was going to Pally first. Pally tipped it and then ended up getting to Gritzy, so it worked out either way. But it was a good backup plan. He obviously put it in.
But that's what good teams at good moments do, right? Like they have those second and third opportunities.
Yeah, when you get opportunities, the bounces will go your way sometimes, and definitely tonight it went right to Gritzy then after, and it was good.
And then just to go into the third period with a lead, you guys haven't done that a lot, specifically this month, let's say, but to keep pressing and not resting on what the score line was, how much is that a mental thing? How much is that an important part of the piece of putting the puzzle together?
Yeah, just keep on playing our game. We had a good showing there in the first 2, and then obviously they're trying to get back in the game. They're going to cheat a bit, try to create some offense, and we just waited. Our time came. We generated 2-on-1s, breakaway. So we had our opportunities just from playing patient and capitalizing on those chances.
How about your goaltender Jake and just what he was able to do, because he was under a lot of stress there with 41 shots.
Yeah, no, Jake had a great performance. Obviously more shots than we would like to give up, but he's been great for us and definitely showed tonight why he's been playing so good.
Overall, full team effort from this group. How important is a moment like that, especially on the road with what you guys have been going through on the road so far?
Yeah, it was. I think it was a good game. Start to finish. Started with Jake, kind of settled us in, made some big saves early, and getting the first goal is huge for us. And I thought from there we kind of controlled the game and didn't give up too many great A's after that.
Just talking about giving up chances and not too many grade A's, regardless of what they were. I mean, Jake Allen was superb tonight.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, when you have great goaltending like we do with both of our guys, I mean, it's important to just let them make the first save, and they will, and they don't give up a lot of rebounds, and so it's a nice luxury for us.
How did you like most about the way you guys maybe approach the third period, right? Because you don't rest on your laurels what the scoreline is. You guys keep pressing against a team who have the ability to press back.
Yeah, I think. I think we had a good understanding of what that period would look like. I mean, we knew that they had to force things, and with that, we got a couple breakaways, a couple chances, a couple looks, and we're able to grow our lead. So I thought it was a mature third period.
How important was it to overcome the emotional, maybe boost the Sabres got from that early fight? Tage trying to establish himself and do something.
Well, I think we got a little bit of a boost from that fight as well. So, I thought Nace did a great job against a much bigger guy, and so if we, on our bench, we felt a boost from that. So,
yeah. What did you make of that? I mean, did you?
Well, it was a good tilt. I have no idea what the context was or anything, but it was a good fight, and it's fun to watch. I mean, those two big boys throwing heavy.
I forgot you were here.
His stats here on the night, 42 saves, as we bring Jake Allen onto the broadcast. And Jake, I was talking to Sal before we hopped on for the postgame. I had to double check my stats because it didn't feel like this was your first shutout of the season. It really feels like you've been feeling your game a lot to start this year. How did you feel here tonight?
Yeah, it was good. Great game for me. I really wanted to bounce back after the game in Philly, but for me, it's feeding off the energy the boys brought this week at home. Mark, you had a couple of great games. Guys found ways to win. I wanted to find a way to contribute here on the road, and I think we all know internally our road game needs to be a little bit better, and we found a way to win here, and good some momentum going home tomorrow.
How did it feel? In your perspective, it really seemed like the team in front of you played a very simple game, but played really well. Did you get that same vibe from your group?
Yeah, that's what we need to do on the road. We have the talent to score goals when opposition makes mistakes, but at the same time, we just have to have a mature game, and I think that's when we've gotten ourselves in trouble so far on the road this year. We've been a little bit immature in our game and made some mistakes that we shouldn't, and this league's too talented. When you make those mistakes, they capitalize on it, and I was impressed with the guys tonight.
Well, Jake, first off, congratulations. Big shutout. Like you talked about needing a response game from yourself, but I had no doubt that you're going to be able to dial in, and you just saw that effort. And what can you speak to about the first period, right? When you're coming in off Thanksgiving, it's a late travel schedule. You don't get no pregame skate. We saw maturity in the way you guys handled that first period. Would you say so?
Yeah, for sure. It's a great comment. I think all around the league, everyone's probably in the same boat. You stuff yourself yesterday, and you always have the travel's a little bit tough, but at the same time, you have to enjoy those days. And I think we came in here with good spirits, good attitude. We had a day of rest yesterday, and I think internally, like I just mentioned, we knew that we needed a solid road game. Whether we won or lost, we needed to find a way to build some momentum, build some confidence on the road, and I think we should take a lot out of it.
Thanks.
Thanks for tonight. From my perspective, it really seemed like your group played a very simple game, and I want to talk a little bit about the forecheck. 3 of those 5 goals, hard-nosed hockey, down low. What did you like about that area tonight?
Yeah, I think simple's a good way to put it. We wanted to make them have to come 200 feet as much as we could, and you can see when you don't how dangerous that Buffalo is. So. We were able to get on top of them and earn enough offense to take control of the game. One off the forechecker that gets us the lead, and you're basically you're playing the lead all game for us. And I thought for the most part our guys managed it well, and when we didn't, Jake Allen was outstanding.
I know you've talked about all the close games your group has been in throughout this month. Did you feel like over these last couple of games you could see a win like this starting to come into fruition?
I don't know if I'd say that necessarily. I don't think you ever come into it expecting that you're going to, win a game 5-0. But we've been talking a bit about just getting our road game in order, and I think, it's a good indication of a good road game. I mean, you win the first period 1-0. You extend your lead in the second period, and we had a sense that they were going to really push and come in the third period, and there'd be opportunities to get in behind them and get some high-end chances to extend our lead, and that's how it played out.
Well, Sheldon, first off, congratulations on the win, and I just want to hear more about your thoughts on the process, especially the first period. I was talking to both Dillon and Jake, just the mindset you guys had. It's a tough travel day, it's Thanksgiving, but you guys came in and really did a great job in that first period.
Yeah, first periods have been pretty good. Here of late, and today, of course, we got the goal, and I thought Jake made some saves for us, but I think our team played a pretty good game. The shot clock ends up being what it is, but there's because we're leading as much as we were and how we managed it. I think in terms of quality chances in the game, I think those are going to end up a lot closer and a lot better picture for us than the shot clock itself. And more importantly than anything, the scoreboard was in a good place in all three periods.
Earlier this week, you talked about, wanting to see, going into those third periods with leads, which is what you guys really saw during that 8-game win streak. You go into it in this game. What did you like most about maybe not resting on your laurels, but continuing to press offense?
Yeah, it's like I said. I don't know if and you use the word press, and I wouldn't use that because I don't think we pressed or forced anything. I thought we played with good patience. As I just alluded to, I had pretty good sense they were going to be real aggressive on the walls and really kind of stand in the offensive zone and give us chances to get in behind them. So obviously we get a breakaway goal, we get a 2-on-1 goal coming out of that. I think we might have missed a 2-on-1 as well. So we had a sense those opportunities would be there. We just wanted to make sure we didn't allow them to get into the game offensively.
Dillon, your thoughts on just how the game began with that, with the fight between Tage and Noeson. Just how your team responded to what could have been a momentum shift there.
I thought first of all, great job by Nace. Not an easy fight. A guy of that size just to stand in there. But I think Nace also looked at it as an opportunity to get their best player off the ice for a good period of time to start the hockey game. So I think you'll sign up for that all day. And I think the guys managed it pretty good and didn't allow it to be that momentum swinger.
Was there an anticipation that fight might happen, given the history of what happened here in February?
I had forgotten all about it, to be honest. But there was some chatter on the bench before puck drop, before the game, that that something like that had been discussed. Nace is an honorable guy, and he let me know what might have been coming, and wanted my feedback and all that. But as I said, I think chance to get their best player off the ice, you're going to sign up all day.
You talked before the game just about that patience and waiting for that second line there to sort of find that chemistry. You certainly saw that come to fruition.
Huge goal for us in the second period. Loved how all three forwards are involved on the inside and getting that puck into that space a couple times. Obviously, Gritz makes good on it, but that was a really good and important goal for us. And then, nice to see again they get rewarded, for that patience I talked about with waiting for an opportunity to sort of counter in transition and get the 2-on-1, and great pass by Pally, great finish by Gretz. So it's good to see those guys get on the board. You like to have a game like this. Paul Cotter, great goal again. Another one and good for him as well. Nico gets us on the board, lots of really good things. Brendan Dillon ripping one, it's some really good things here for us that we can take home and look to keep building on.
Not to say that Jake's had a good year, but what did you see in him bouncing back from that last performance here today?
I had forgotten about the last performance, quite honestly, and that's just because of the confidence that you have in Jake and how he goes about his business. He's solid. He's our team. I took the day off yesterday and didn't skate. With Thanksgiving and the 3 games and 4 nights that we're going through here. But Jake was in, got some work in, and his preparation began yesterday, and he carried it through to today.
Thanks, Sheldon.